Mysterious mysteries. Welcome to Mysterious Mysteries.
We're back. Bravo.
Episode 6, and it's the last episode of the season.
The
final episode of season 1. And what a season it's been.
Well, indeed, yeah.
It's been quite something.
Yeah,
I feel we've both learned a lot about each other over the last 5 or 6 weeks.
Give me a thing that you've learnt about me then, Mick.
Well, I've already said the first thing that comes to mind, that you really will do anything.
Oh. Well, I'll give you
like a cheap dog doing parlor tricks.
Outrage. I'm gonna let you into a little secret.
Oh yes.
For this last episode of Mysterious Mysteries.
Of season 1.
Yeah.
We will be back.
Of season 1. Yeah. It's going to be named Mr. Nice Guy.
Oh,
yeah,
what?
Yeah.
Because you've been so nice.
Yeah.
What does that entail?
I'm
exactly?
not going to pretend like I don't know what's going on up in here anymore.
What do you mean? What's going on?
I'm going to read the swears. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Well.
I'm going to read those swears.
You've gone from being a boy to a man.
Well, indeed. When you give me some innuendo,
you will ride it.
A wee bit of spooning don't shock me, you know. No.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. It took long enough.
Indeed.
Last week you wouldn't say anything.
Well.
Anyway, as this is the final episode of the season, we both have shots of whiskey, don't we, Matthew?
We do.
We do. Shall we do this?
Yeah.
Are you cheersing me, or are you already unhappy with me? So you're not.
So this whiskey was. Is it the good stuff? That's a question you've asked me in the past.
It's not great, but it's also not bad, which kind of makes me feel a bit bad because
what is it? Is it Japanese?
This thing is Japanese.
Got Japanese whiskey? No, Japanese whiskey.
No, that's good. They won an award recently. Yeah, no, it's not Japanese. It is Scotch. But I just feel bad. Like this, what we have in our glasses here has been sitting in a barrel. Yeah. Someone's been slaving away, working over it for 20, 30 years, just for us to wolf it down and the rabid dogs we are.
To lubricate the vocal cords that are going to be reading this script.
Absolutely.
This junk
Shall we do it? Shall we cheers and do it?
Bravo.
Hold on. Oh, there we go.
Bravo.
To me.
Are we necking it?
Yeah, neck it.
Oh.
That's all right, actually. That was very smooth.
Oh, that was smooth.
Yeah.
You've underpoured. I could have another.
Yeah, no, that was quite a small portion.
You just had a wee dram.
Just a wee dram, like Grumio last week.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Anyway, listener, you will probably have noticed when you saw the episode title for this week, it has changed. Now, Matthew, last week, I said that this episode was going to be called The Ass Man, and you quite rightly pulled me up on it.
I did.
You quite rightly pulled. It was lazy.
Yeah.
It was.
Even though nowadays I'm not going to be the nice guy that you thought I was last week, the weeks before.
Yeah.
The wolf in sheep's clothing.
That Matthew is dead.
Yeah. He is dead to me. He is but gone.
Yeah.
Having said that, I can't let you get away with the ass man.
No.
And the listener will thank me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what I've done is I've changed the name of this week's play from the Ass Man to the Skunk Man.
Oh.
But as you may have guessed, listener,
what that means is my theory from last week that he had the strength of a mule has now gone to dust.
That's gone out the window.
I'm thinking it's now to do something with smells. Or is he a black and white figure? What are skunks?
Skunks are black and white, yeah.
Yeah.
And they also...
I don't know where I'm going with this.
They're famous for one thing in particular.
Yeah, smells.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that. We don't want to spoil anything too soon. I should just open my bottle of lager actually before we get cracking.
Okay.
But
it's a screw tap. Oh.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh. Little.
Yeah. That's the sound Matthew wakes up to in the morning.
I don't. It sounded so much more graphic when Mick did it with his mouth than when he actually opened the bottle. I don't know why.
Anyway.
I digress.
Well, I'm eager to see what evil Matthew can offer in the reading of this script. So shall we get started?
Let's give it a go.
Let's give it a go. Okay. Today's play, the final in the series, shall begin. And it is called The Skunk Man. skunk man. The skunk man.
You've done well.
The skunk man. 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 Skunk man. You think Gastric City is a peaceful city, listeners? Ho, ho, ho! Put your gum under your seats, hold your breath, and get ready to cheer the Skunk Man and hiss his diabolical enemies. As a young boy, our hero, the Skunk Man, fell into an unflushed toilet at one of the city's finest Indian restaurants, and his body's capabilities were transformed forever. From that day on, he possessed a deadly superpower. The power to expel the most powerful and pungent gases from his rectum. Now a man, the Skunk Man fights crime with his sidekick, Rent Boy, who possesses superhuman understanding of property and tenancy law. Together, they keep the streets of Gastric safe for law-abiding citizens. But now they face a new, unfamiliar menace who is wreaking havoc across the city. Prepare yourselves, listeners, as we join our heroes in the Skunk Cave, where they are about to embark on one of their most perilous adventures yet!
Is that me? I'm not reading it. Is that me?
It's you, yeah.
I'm not reading it. I didn't trade the ass man in for Rent Boy. That's not how this works.
Excuse me, Matthew.
I didn't trade those names
you
in.
You are Rent Boy, and being the method actor that you are, you prepared for the role. So
if I got to be, I'm guessing, like, American.
Well, yeah, we're in America. This is American classic superhero in Gastric City.
Rent Boy.
Rent Boy, you're Rent Boy. Come on.
Dear. Okay.
We're in the Skunk Cave. You completely. I just did such a huge build-up.
Will you do my trumpets, please?
Okay.
Holy April, Skunkman.
Sorry, stop right there. April?
Apparel.
What? How do Americans say it?
Apparel.
Holy apparel.
Apparel.
Yeah. They don't say apparel.
Well, you ask them. Why don't you call in, American listener? No.
Fine.
Apparel.
All right.
Holy apparel, Skunkman. This new utility belt is swell.
I'm glad you think so, Rent Boy. A comprehensive utility belt is an essential part of any true crime fighter's suit.
You got that right. Oh boy, a grappling hook, a lockpick, a laser pointer, a live fish. This thing's got it all. Hey, hold on. What are these rubbery things?
Those are extra safe condoms, Rent Boy. A young man must never let his guard down, especially when dealing with Skunk Girl.
Holy chlamydia! Good thinking. If only there were a clothes peg to put on my nose as well.
Check again, Rent Boy.
Oh, wow. There's one right here. You've thought of everything, Skunk Man. Holy cow, it's the skunk signal. Commissioner Packer must need us.
Once again, groundskeeper McAllister rears his ugly head.
No, I was just reading the line.
Commissioner Packer must...
Commissioner Packer. How would you say? Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Quick, Rent Boy, to the Skunkmobile. What horror lies await for our heroes this time? Sit tight, listener, as we're about to find out. Right, we've reached our destination. How peculiar. There doesn't seem to be anyone here.
This place gives me the creeps, Skunk Man.
Are you sure you gave me the correct coordinates, Rent Boy? The commissioner is definitely not here.
Let me double check. Oh, shoot. You're right. We're in the wrong place. I must have programmed the wrong destination into the Skunkmobile. I'll correct it now.
Good work. Now buckle up. We're back on the move. Even the greatest of crime fighters can have the occasional false start. Let's rejoin our duo as they reach the correct destination.
What is this? The correct destination. Also, I've let you off easy for the 60s, 70s, like, jingle that started at the beginning of all of this.
I was wondering when that was going to come up.
Was that your own voice in
that?
That
was literally entirely my own composition.
Yeah,
Weren't you impressed?
You surprised me.
Yeah. Talented man sitting across here.
Yeah, I was being sarcastic.
Oh, right. Well, okay, maybe you can come up with a theme tune, all right?
Well,
God knows, it'd be good for you to do something, right?
Skunk
Come on,
man.
Read the line. Jeez, let's get this out of the way.
It's yours. It's yours, you see.
Hopefully this is the right place, Rent Boy. I want to put this thing into park before I run over another child.
Look, there's the commissioner. We're here, Skunkman. Let's pull over.
Good thinking, Rent Boy. Right, we're safely parked. Switching off the engine now. Commissioner Packer, we came as soon as we heard the skunk signal. What may we assist you with?
Probably best you come inside and have a look for yourselves. This one's got us stumped.
Of course, Commissioner. We're always happy to help. Through this door here?
Yes, you mind your step there, Skunkman.
Ah, yes. Surprisingly steep steps. The infamous old enemy of the crime fighter. What?
It's got me chuckling.
Yeah. What horror lays await inside? Every time I've done this narrator's voice, it's been in a different accent.
It's like an old newsreel.
Might as
It's
well
like
do.
a newsreel.
Yeah. What horror lies await inside the Gastric City's heroes? Prepare to be spooked as our crime-fighting team enter their building.
So here it is, the crime scene.
That was very cheery.
Not-
So here it is.
Not for the faint-hearted, I'm sure you'll agree. Holy cow! Shocking, isn't it? Oh, you've got me.
Yeah.
Shocking, isn't it? We counted 4 bodies, all dead. We made sure of it, Skunkman. I performed the test to detect the signals of life myself.
The signs of life.
Signs of life myself.
I don't doubt it, Commissioner. I can see your saliva all over their genitals.
Here we go. Oh, I've got to be brave this time.
Hey, well, yeah, well, you know, new Matthew and all.
Yeah. What happened to their clothes, Commissioner? Well, that's the strange part. Their clothes are almost entirely missing from the scene. What little is left of them is being ripped to shreds. The victims themselves are covered in scratches and bite marks, but it seems their deaths were actually collateral damage. Whoever did this was after their clothes and was prepared to get whatever the cost.
This is most intriguing, Commissioner.
The whole precinct is dumbfounded, Skunkman. This is the 4th crime scene we've found like this in the last week. We haven't got any leads, so I decided it was time to bring you and Rent Boy in on this.
A prudent move, Commissioner. Asking for help is not to be perceived as a sign of weakness. Only yesterday I required Rent Boy's assistance in choking the chicken.
The chicken? That dastardly crook. Gastric would be a much safer place if I could put that menace behind bars, I tell you.
We'll get him one day, Commissioner. The chicken is nothing but an ass, and if there's one thing I know how to do, it's how to pound an ass into submission. Now, let me examine this. What you really have turned the corner. Nothing.
It's like water off a duck's
Yeah,
back.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, let me examine these bodies and see if our culprit has been sloppy and left behind some evidence. Can we get some lights on in here?
Afraid not, Skunkman. Whoever did this cut the power to the lights, same as all the other crime scenes.
Curious. Fortunately, I always carry some matches with me in my utility belt. Stand back, gentlemen. One must always exercise caution around open flames.
Have you found anything, Skunkman?
Patience, Rentboy. Detective work can never be rushed.
I had my man do a preliminary search already, gentlemen. Nothing came up.
Perhaps your men need to go back to the academy, Commissioner, as I found something in the palm of this victim's hand. A single feather.
Holy poultry! The chicken!
Precisely, Rentboy.
My God, the chicken murdered all these people?
Steady now, Commissioner. We mustn't jump to conclusions. The chicken may be a persistent pest, but the murderer, he is not.
Then why is there chicken's feather at the scene of the crime, Skunkman? I mixed my accent.
What? I didn't even notice.
I did. He was like,
You know why I think you made that mistake? I've noticed this entire page, out the corner of my eye, I've been seeing your hand drift to the drink next to you, trying to find the moment. But there's a quick kind of exchange, a witty repartee going on here, so you never got that moment.
the palsy hand.
Listen, you're a professional.
Trembling to the gin and soda. And they've got the slight quiver of ice of ice.
Iced water.
Of ice cubes clinking in the background.
Listen, the script has to come first. There will be times for you to have a little drink. Okay.
I'll have a wee sip after.
Have a wee sip now. I'll wait, and the listener, we will all wait for you now to have your sip. Go.
I'll just chug my Gordons.
Go. Listener,
I'm sorry.
The listener, if they're on the tube right now, they're looking at their watch.
I'm sorry.
I'm filing their fingernails, waiting for Matthew to get this out the way.
I'm sorry. I did.
Okay, well, you put it down now.
I'm sorry I did that.
And concentrate on your lines.
On your time, listener.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Right, say your line.
Then why is there a chicken's feather at the scene of the crime, Skunkman?
That's a good question, Rent Boy. While he may not have committed the murders, he's certainly got something to do with all of this. What do you say we go pay our old friend the chicken a visit and ruffle some feathers? Oh, I'm exhausted. I've given myself so much production stuff. This bloody drum.
Yeah.
Right. Who is this menace wreaking havoc on the streets of Gastric City? Will the chicken have any answers? Stay tuned as our heroes jump into the skunkmobile and race to the chicken's secret hideout.
Here we are, Skunkman. The chicken's hideout.
This is a KFC, Rent Boy.
Golly, I must have put in the wrong direct destination again. I've corrected it now, Skunkman.
Very good. Let's go.
Got your fingers on your organ.
What peril lies await for our dynamic duo? Brace yourselves as they arrive at the chicken's secret hideout.
Well, this doesn't look right.
No, it does not.
I think I had it right the first time, Skunkman. Yes, the chicken's hideout is back where we were, behind the KFC.
Good work, Rent Boy. Back we go.
Bloody hell. Not very efficient, these superheroes. I'm glad they're not protecting me. I should be... No, I'm on the fourth. I'm on the fourth story. They're up here.
Our heroes arrive back at the KFC and make their way behind the chicken's hideout. Hold on to your seats, listeners, and don't touch that dial, for who knows what fiendish tricks lay await for them behind every corner.
It's awful quiet in here. Maybe the chicken isn't home.
Oh, he's here all right. Whenever the chicken isn't bringing crime to the streets of Gastric, he's always cooped up in his hideout. Look, there he is, by the fire escape.
He's getting away, Skunkman.
It's time to use my superpower. Stand back, Rent Boy. Things are about to get smelly in here. That was particularly violent, wasn't it?
It got rather baritone towards the end.
It did.
I'm used to it now. I'm immune after the mass shitting from last week. If you remember.
Oh, you can say the word now, can you?
I can say it now.
That's the new Matthew. I don't know if I like this new Matthew.
No
I
more,
preferred the other guy.
No more Mr. Nice Guy, no more.
Right. He's down, Rent Boy. Quick, tie him up before he can get back up off the floor.
You got it.
So we meet again, chicken.
Damn you, Skunkman. Damn you and your pungent wind.
That voice is so much better than what I could possibly have expected. That was amazing. You actually sound like a chicken.
Just for the purposes of the listener, do you understand the task I have been given? I have never seen this script before, and yet my very first line as the supervillain is and it's quote, and it's in brackets, dazed and coughing, and it is a chicken suffocating on a Superman's fart. And that is the line that I get given, and then I've got to pretend to be a chicken. Fucking hell, a chicken.
If you don't get job offers after this, then nothing's going to do it.
I don't want job offers, mate. I'm not here for job offers.
Why is the Royal Shakespeare Company not been ringing?
Well, because to be honest, Mick, I don't think we've ever heard any ideas of... I don't think any of these big production companies are looking for
anthropomorphized chickens being gassed.
Exactly.
Right. So, he's taking another sip. I was about... Oh, my God. Right. So we meet again, chicken.
Damn you,
Skunkman. Damn you and your pungent wind.
Now, chicken. There's no need to be in a foul mood.
Yeah, what's this all about? I'm a busy man, not some bum you can just tie up as you please.
Don't flatter yourself, chicken. Besides, I always have time to sweet talk a bum.
You sure do, Skunkman.
So, chicken, tell me what you know about these murders taking place around the city.
Murders?
Don't play dumb with me, you fiend. The murders where the lights have been cut and the clothes devoured clean off the victims' bodies.
First I heard of them, Skunkman. They got nothing to do with me.
Then why did I find one of your feathers at one of the crime scenes, chicken?
Beats me.
This is amazing. I'm so glad this has happened in the last episode. This is the greatest.
I'm sorry. It's actually hard to do with a straight face.
You're going to severely regret doing this accent because this guy is a pretty major character.
It is actually quite difficult.
Beats me. I'm just a pretty crook, Skunkman. This is above my pay grade. I know nothing.
Oh, really? Perhaps another blast of my toxic flatulence might refresh your memory.
No! Please, no. I've had enough.
Hold him steady, Red Boy.
You got it. Careful with your aim, Skunkman.
No need for you to worry. I'll only expel my gas in the chicken's direction. After all, this isn't my first time positioning my rear over a cock.
Okay, enough. I'll talk you whenever you want. Just put your ass away, Skunkman. I can't take another blast of that poison.
Stop talking.
This is nonsense. I'm not even being a nice guy anymore. This is a tough guy.
Matthew's back.
This is awful.
Hey.
It's so difficult.
Hey, I didn't tell you to do that accent. There was no production note.
He's a chicken.
Saying to literally lay an egg while you sit there recording.
I owe it to the listeners.
Okay, start talking, chicken.
Where are we? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I got nothing to do with the murders. I swear. But I have heard some things. You know, the kind of scumbags I associate with. They got big mouths.
Spit it out, chicken. What have your criminal colleagues been saying?
There's a new guy in town. He always lurks in the shadows, man. No one's got a good look at him because he's always cutting the lights. But word still gets around him and his DNA, shall we say.
In case you didn't catch that, listen, that was word still gets around about him and his DNA. What of his DNA?
They've been saying that this guy, he's part man, part moth, and part feminine.
I'm not saying it.
I knew I could get old Matthew back. I knew I could get him back.
I don't even know what it is.
Oh, come on.
And part feminine discharge.
You better not be messing us around, chicken.
No, I'm not. I swear. They call him the Mothman. He's got an insatiable desire to chew his way through clothes. He'll ravage them, leaving whoever's wearing them torn to shreds. And he does it all under the cover of darkness. Because if he sees an artificial light, he's instinctively drawn to it. It stops him right in his tracks. It does. He can't control himself.
So this Mothman has a weakness. Fascinating. Is that all you know, chicken?
That's everything. I'm not lying to you, Skunkman. I wouldn't dare.
Very well. Now get out of here, chicken, and try to stay out of trouble.
Of course. You know me, just another law-abiding citizen. Good boy, gentlemen.
I feel like if you don't get a BAFTA for that, then it's just never going to happen, is it?
I'm gonna have a drink after.
You know what? Let's take a deep breath.
I finished my glass.
Have you finished already?
It's on its last legs.
Dear.
Yeah.
Maybe we do need another wee dram.
Yeah, you only gave me half a finger of whiskey.
Would you like me to give you more than the half a finger?
I wanted a
next
fistful
time of drink.
That is being cut. That is. Mick, that is. That was a joke. That was an absolute joke. I'm totally joking. I have never done anything similar to that in my life.
Under no circumstances am I editing that out of the podcast.
I've never... No, Mick.
Right. Well, we might as well just end this episode here, shall we?
I didn't say that.
Deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Oh dear. Yeah? Okay. Right, so the chicken's just scampered.
I feel sick.
He's just run away. Okay, yeah, actually, I'm just going to make it clear the chicken's just run away because I'm now going to deliver a fantastic pun. I guess this is one chicken that can take flight. Oh,
You believe him, Skunkman?
I do, Rent Boy. The threat of my toxic gas being sprayed in one's face has a habit of getting the truth out of people.
Holy pink eye! It sure does.
But this new information leaves us with another predicament. How do we find this Mothman?
Shucks, Skunkman. He sounds like a slippery swine.
That he does, Rent Boy. But let's use what we know about him to our advantage. Let's see now. He avoids artificial light, lurks in the shadows, covets clothing above all else.
Holy deductive reasoning.
What is it, Rent Boy? Is that famous superhuman knowledge of property and tenancy law telling you something?
It sure is. The Mothman won't find more clothes anywhere than in a clothing store warehouse. And under Section 16C of the Gastric City Planning Code, any retail warehouse must be located by the docks.
That's good thinking, Rent Boy, but there must be dozens of clothing warehouses by the docks.
There sure are, but under Section 43F of the City Light Pollution Regulation Code, the warehouses in Block 10 by the City Observatory are... Observatory. I'm reading it as I'm going along. Observatory are not permitted any natural lights. It set a legal precedent. And you know how many clothing warehouses are in that block, Skunkman? There are.
I made a mistake there.
Yeah.
Oh, how many clothing are in that? Oh, no, I didn't make a mistake.
No,
you just read it poorly.
I'm just blind.
So, you know how many clothing warehouses are in that block Skunkman? I'm betting there's just the one.
You betcha! Just the one clothing warehouse in the whole city that has no natural light.
Then that must be the Mothman's secret lair. Excellent work, Rent Boy. We must go there immediately. Quick, to the Skunkmobile! I'm just going to turn the page. Will the Mothman be at the warehouse? What wily schemes will he have planned? Stay tuned as we join our heroes at the retail park by the docks! Rent Boy.
Jeez, I've done it again, haven't I?
You have. This is the wrong place. The docks are on the other side of the city.
Sorry, Skunkman. I've corrected it now on the Skunk mobile navigation.
Excellent. Let's go. Hold on to your popcorn, folks. The dynamic duo are about to arrive at the Mothman's lair. Finally, the Gastric City docks.
Oh, no.
What is it, Rent Boy?
Promise you won't be mad?
Of course, Rent Boy. A detective must always keep his composure.
Okay, well, it turns out Gastric City has 2 sets of docks, and we're at the wrong ones.
An understandable mistake. Can you punch the correct coordinates into the console?
Already taken care of, Skunkman.
Good work, Rent Boy. Brace yourself. We're back on the move. What skullduggery lays await for our heroes once they reach the correct retail park? Stay glued to your seats, listeners. We're about to find out.
That's it, Skunkman. We've arrived.
Rentboy,
Yes, Skunkman?
is that a KFC in front of us?
It sure looks like it.
The same KFC that was in front of the chicken's hideout.
Seems so.
Blast! Rentboy, you've taken us right back where we started!
Holy deja vu, you're right! These aren't two sets of ducks. There aren't two sets of ducks in the city, Skunkman. There's only one. We were right at the dock, after all.
You're a fucking idiot, Rentboy.
Telling it like it is, isn't it? I was about to have a go at him myself. And I'm playing him.
Let's go! Has Rentboy got it right this time? Will the dynamic duo find the docks? Has the writer of this script boosted his word count enough for the story to move on?
Now it comes out, you see?
I've been rumbled. It would seem so. Let's now join our heroes as they finally arrive at the retail warehouse and quietly slip inside to try and snare the elusive Mothman.
Oh, geez. I got a bad feeling about this place, Skunkman.
Yes, Rentboy. This warehouse certainly does seem very quiet for a criminal lair. A little too quiet.
Holy clock! What was that?
It sounded like a chicken.
Where's it coming from?
I can't be sure, Rentboy, but it seems to be coming from just behind this door.
Holy ambush, Skunkman! It's the chicken! And all his evil henchmen! That fiend!
It was a trap! Blast! How did we not see this coming?
You bozo, Skunkman! You had me in the palm of your hand, and you let me slip away. You really thought that a brute like the Mothman could appear in town, and I wouldn't be working with him? Any enemy of the Skunkman is a friend of mine, you idiot. But you don't feel too sorry for yourself. I'll soon put you out of your misery. Evil henchman killed a Skunkman and his useful apprentice.
I should have suspected some foul play. Ready yourself, Rentboy. It seems we've got a fight on our hands.
Are those horse whips? What is that?
This is the fight!
Still it goes on. 7.5 minutes. Oh, it's on.
That's the last of the evil henchmen taken care of. Good work, Rentboy.
Look! Oh, Skunkman! The chicken! He's getting away!
Let him run. He can't stay cooped up forever. Eventually he will...
Hey! Who cut out the skunk lights? Oh gosh. No.
Come on.
Mothman?
What? Well, of course he's going to turn up at some point. He's
Hearty
the nemesis.
laughter.
He's the antagonist.
What does the moth sound?
This is where you got to get your... Great Scott!
I can't see anything, Skunkman.
Yes, Rentboy. That's just how he likes it. Prepare yourselves, listeners, for our heroes are about to meet their deadliest nemesis yet. The Mothman! Speaking with his famous, peculiar accent.
Oh, now he down. This is how he sounds.
Part Norwegian, part Malaysian, and part moth. The Mothman would strike fear in even the hardiest of crime fighters. What hope is there for our duo? Can they outsmart this elusive criminal mastermind? Will the streets of Gastric City ever be safe again? All is about to be revealed.
Skunkman and Rentboy, we finally meet.
Mothman.
Jeez Louise! He's wearing a gas mask, Skunkman. Oh, I knew. That's good. Yeah, because I did loads of breathing for Mothman, and now he's wearing a gas mask.
Oh, good foresight there.
Yeah.
Yes, Ren Boy. Moths have an acute sense of smell, but with that gas mask, he has rendered my superpower useless.
How knowledgeable of you, Skunkman. Yes, moths do indeed have a heightened sense of smell. So much so that I can smell the stench of your pungent rear from miles away. But this charming device, this gas mask, has nothing you can do to... There's nothing you can do to stop me.
Still
you dastardly devil! Oh, that's only the scraping the surface of my mischief, Rent Boy.
The feather.
Very good, Skunkman. Yes, the feather. I thought you might like that. Gastric City's greatest detective could never resist following up such an intriguing clue as the feather I left right at the crime scene. You visited. It looked straight to the chicken. It took you straight to the chicken, just as I planned. And he was well prepared for your visit, Skunkman. Yes, the chicken and I are old friends. He teased you with just enough information to lead you here to my lair, although it did take you quite a bit longer to arrive than I had anticipated. But never mind, it provided us with all the time we need to set this most perfect of traps.
Ingenious. How do you foil a great detective? By using his formidable detective instincts against him. Blast! Just never. This Mothman, this great nemesis and antagonist, doesn't sound that intimidating when you realise he sounds like he's suffering from severe emphysema.
Well, you gave him a gas mask.
He's like on death's door. The ventilator is going next.
I was thinking the reason why I started with moths is because with the breathing is because a chicken it's got particularly like redundant wings, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with the moth?
But a moth it can be all breathing and fly and swooshing.
Absolutely.
How it swooshes.
How?
And so it could land, and it's got a broad wingspan. Yeah.
What's this got to do with its breathing?
Well, I'm just trying to think about how a moth would sound if it spoke.
No, I'm not.
So I don't know if you remember, but moths can't actually speak. And
that is true. In doing my research, I did learn that.
Super villain moths either.
It would just, it's just, I wasn't expecting him to sound like he was terminally ill, but that's fine. How do you foil a great detective? By using his formidable detective instincts against him. Blast!
You're so kind, Skunkman, but it was actually rather easy. I was hoping for more than from Gastric's finest. Anyway, enough of this charade. It's time for me to devour those lovely outfits of yours and in the process rid myself of only two people who can stop my reign of terror over the city. Goodbye, Skunkman and Red Boy.
Still you.
Holy disrobing! He's coming straight for us, Skunkman. What do we do?
I'm thinking, Ren Boy.
Quick, Skunkman. He just flooded past my utility belt. I can't shoo him away much longer.
Utility belt.
Stay away from me, you pest.
That's it. The utility belt. Quick, Ren Boy. Get the skunk laser pointer from your utility belt and direct it at my anus.
That is what? Why? But what good will that do? Well said, Ren Boy.
Just do it, Ren Boy.
Okay, got it. Pointing it at your behind now.
Very good. Keep it nice and steady at the center now. Right at the turd cutter.
Oh my God, no, I'm sorry. At least I didn't say that, listener. I didn't say that's awful. No, I draw the line.
Right, okay, now we can be sure that old Matthew is definitely
I've
back.
I've never actually heard that before, but that is horrendous.
And yet you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't.
Hold it right and steady at the center now.
No, don't say it again.
Right at the turd cutter.
Ooh, what a beautiful light. I must get closer.
That's it, Mothman. Go towards the light.
Skunkman, he's heading straight for you. He'll devour you.
Keep the laser pointed, Ren Boy. I just need him a little bit closer to me.
Brilliant light. Skunkman, no! Your superpower is useless against him. You don't stand a chance.
His gas mask might protect him from the smell of my flatulence.
You're reading my line.
Oh, no, I just incorrectly said that this is supposed to be written, but I've labelled it wrong.
And I wasn't going to let on, but listener,
what?
We've had a manuscript amendment earlier in the script.
We did? Why would you bring that up? Especially now, it was about 10 pages ago.
There was a spot of blue biro earlier on, and it wasn't just a full stop, it was a whole line.
It was...
And that's the editing process that I have to go through.
Yes.
Or have to see. I'm going to say my... disclaimer again. Yeah. I've never seen this before.
No. This is a bad one, though. Having Rent Boy say my line. This is bad.
And it says continued as well. So he really put it in there. It was like, it's not just the wrong character. It's the continuation of that character's speech. And I really mean it here.
Before you take the sip of that... Oh, he's gone. Gee, you're such a drunk. Right. Can you say the previous line again? Because I responded with Skunkman, no.
Skunkman, no! Your superpower is useless against him. You don't stand a chance.
His gas mask might protect him from the smell of my flatulence. But let's see how he likes it when I take a match from my utility belt and strike it in front of my rectum, just as I let one rip, turning my rear into a flamethrower.
No.
You got a line?
I'm on fire! It burns! Oh, how it burns! Oh!
Not pleasant to see one's plan go up in flames, is it, Mothman?
Oh, the pain! Skunkman, end this! Put his flames out! Please, I'll get myself up!
Go ahead, Rent Boy. Extinguish the flames and put this pest out of his misery.
You got it, Skunkman.
Get the skunk handcuffs, Rent Boy. It's time to cage this animal.
Sure thing, Skunkman.
Oh, curse you, Skunkman. This won't be the last time you of me, I tell you.
The last you see of me. Save it for the precinct, Mothman. I'm sure Commissioner Packer will have a lot to discuss with you.
That was quick thinking back there, Skunkman. Setting your... Oh. No. That was ridiculous. That was like that trick that people used to play at school, which was when they'd have a deodorant can and then
and in the match.
That's awful.
Yeah. Except 10 times as hilarious.
We're getting... Well...
Come on, we're near the end here. Come on. That was
quick thinking back there, Skunkman. Setting your fart alight. He could never have seen that coming.
Yes, Rent Boy. In taking on us crime fighters and trying to eat our clothes, it would seem that this moth bit off more than he could chew. And so the streets of Gastric City are safe again, thanks to the quick thinking of the Skunkman and his dynamic sidekick, Rent Boy. But trouble is never far away in this town. What conniving villain will strike our heroes next? Tune in next series, same skunk time, same skunk place, for the Skunkman! The Skunkman!
Oh, man.
The Skunkman!
This is like some bad...
The Skunkman!
Excuse me, old record.
This is art! The Skunkman!
You're flat?
This is... The Skunkman!
All through it?
The Skunkman!
And that's with auto-tune. Is it?
Of course
The Skunkman! I feel like...
The Skunkman! The Skunkman!
It's like a music...
Skunkman! You've had enough criticising that, because, gee, come on. I came up with an original theme song for, and this is the thanks I get. Just you slagging it off relentless. Ugh.
Right, I'm throwing the script down.
Well, yeah, I get the impression.
It's defeated.
Yeah, it's with.
I'm now broken.
Matthew, listener, you couldn't see, but at the end of that, Matthew literally had his face in his hands. He's just.
I'm a broken man.
He's a broken man.
I tried to start out.
He tried to be strong.
Tried to start out Mr. Tough Guy. It was all over. I'm back to my
It
own
lasted,
self.
what, 15 minutes at most?
I'm all hunched on this stool. I'm broken.
But listen, I have to congratulate you. The Mothman accent was good, but the chicken, that was... I'm definitely, next series, I am definitely writing another Skunkman story just so we can hear that again. The chicken, he's going to be back.
Well,
that was amazing.
Thank you. It was exhausting. It's exhausting.
You do look drained.
I regret half of what I said.
As always.
None of it was true and none of it was euphemistic.
Absolutely.
No.
Well, Matthew, that is it. That is episode
Season
6. Done and dusted. Season 1. Done
No
and dusted.
wonder I'm drained.
No, absolutely.
I've been dragged through the ringer. Shall we do a brief recap? What have we had? We've had R.I.P. and B&B.
We had
That was traditional English. We've had
Yes.
the Mars Pupil, shit on Mars. We've had I didn't write it.
I prefer to refer to it as challenging science fiction.
Challenging that I get inherit these. We had 3 Jolly Roger.
Jolly
we won't
Roger.
go into details
At
there.
sea.
No.
Yes, a very lewd episode.
Yeah. A very good, a funny
Yes.
rusty trombone
Yes, that
Number
was
4.
in New York.
in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode 5.
Spiritus Pompeorum.
I think my personal favourite. Spiritus
Really?
Pompeii.
Oh, you shouldn't say it. No.
Is that bad? Is that unprofessional?
That's a great faux pas.
Oh no,
Of
I've
a
done it now.
professional podcaster.
Yeah.
Well, this has got to be edited the shit out of anyway, so we're going to have to... So I have swearing. See, I'm swearing.
You know what's great, though? I'm the guy who does the editing.
Like a wee trooper.
Yeah.
I do apologise, listeners.
And then we've had the Skunkman.
Because I'm broken and been brought to the brink.
You have been broken. It's a good thing this is the end of the series because you're going to need, the whole holiday to recuperate. I think this, But before
need a cold press on my
before we
head,
wrap
then.
things up, your thoughts on the Skunkman, Matthew?
It was a colourful...
Strong start.
It was a colourful piece.
Okay.
Yeah. A vibrance of characters. A wee bit more fast-paced than usual.
We did race through that,
We
actually,
went
I
through
feel.
it, but it was because it was the as you pointed out, the broken text,
there weren't really any long speeches this time,
the musical
Hence your
interlude.
difficulty in trying to have the sip of gin.
It was hard, yeah.
It was hard.
My trembling hand.
How you trembled.
Yes. My palsied hand to my gin.
Yeah,
How it-
absolutely.
Trying to clutch for it in the dark.
But
Yeah.
did you enjoy it? Because I got the impression you didn't.
No.
I thought so. Yeah.
It wasn't my favourite.
No, it wasn't. Top 3? No.
Didn't like it.
Top 5?
How many have we done?
6.
Yeah, not top 5.
No.
We'll say it was...
Well, at least we've gone out on a high, eh?
Yeah.
Well, but that's... Before we do leave, though, we have a very important announcement to make, don't we? Have you remembered?
Do we?
Yeah.
What is it?
But...
Yeah, it doesn't work when you do that because there's a microphone in
Well,
your face.
I'll announce it then.
Yeah, what's that?
Right, listeners. Well, as you mop the tears from your eyes
At the end of the season.
at the end of the as that is the end of season 1,
Yeah.
fear not, because in we don't know exactly when, but in sometime in December,
Owing to the festive season.
owing to the festive season, we will return with.
This is the surprise. I know
Yeah,
what
we'll
you're
be
talking
back in
about.
December with a Christmas special.
Oh! A Christmas, and will there be a twist, Mick?
Well, who
In terms
knows?
of the format,
I'd like
who
to.
knows?
I'd like to leave that as a mystery. But we're
Indeed.
going to be back with a Christmas special in December. I imagine I don't know for sure. I imagine it would probably be released the last Monday before Christmas. But we haven't thought that
But
far
we'll
ahead
see.
because that would be far too professional.
we don't want to
for us.
commit ourselves.
No, we don't want to commit
No.
ourselves. Yeah,
No.
But all great
We don't
shows.
want to have claims for legitimate expectation.
Exactly,
do we? No,
exactly. And it's
no.
something of a British kind of national treasure for great shows to have a Christmas special.
Yeah.
It's a time when all the family get round and gather together and listen to Mysterious Mysteries. It will be this year.
Yeah.
And on how they will laugh.
How they'll
laugh. But that's, we've still got a few weeks waiting for that.
Now, before then, what can they do? They can star and rate. Yes, they can.
They can star and
you
rate.
Get onto the platforms,
Yeah,
listeners.
absolutely.
You get starring.
Yes,
Yeah.
because
Because we're fed up with 1-star
we're
review.
fed up with this slander that's in our reviews.
No,
We need-
it's liable if it's written.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
No.
We know that quite a few people listen to this podcast. Quite a lot of you. And we also know that basically none of you have rated this show. So come on, if you've come this far,
no, but we don't want to beg, do we? We want to tell it like it is.
Oh yes, if you feel like it,
you star and rate it.
Star and rate.
Yeah, if you feel like it, you do it. Yeah,
we need the ratings, and if you don't listen on iTunes, then I said that I was going to research this.
Can you reel out the if they want, and if you want to get in contact, listeners?
No, hold on, listen, no. We are now at the end of season 1, and you have not yet once got these details right. So Matthew, for the final time in season 1, I'm going to ask you to reel off the social media addresses, please.
Facebook at Podcast Mystery. Is that right? At Mystery Podcast?
No.
It's one of them.
No.
You type in Mysterious Mysteries in search and it comes up. But other than that, you can type in at Podcast Mystery.
No. Not on Facebook, you can't.
Oh, you can't.
Listen, this is what I have to put up with. Facebook, because Facebook does do an at thing. Our Facebook is at Mysterious Mysteries Podcast.
Mysterious Mysteries Podcast. Twitter
wait, hold on. Instagram is the same, at Mysterious Mysteries Podcast. And Twitter is, Matthew?
At Podcast Mystery.
Hold on. He's actually got one right, which deserves... Yes! Twitter is at Podcast Mystery.
Podcast Mystery.
And Matthew, just to top it off, the email address is...
Mysterious Mysteries at outlook.com.
Mysterious Mysteries at outlook.com. We covered it. Well, Matthew, I'm feeling a little emotional. I don't know about you.
No.
We've come a long way since. Can you remember way back when we started R.I.P. B&B all those weeks ago?
Weeks and weeks.
And how we've grown.
I feel like
where once we were flaccid, we now stand proudly erect.
No.
I had to end on something that.
That's
really,
that's too graphic. I was once a dreamer.
Yes,
and now those dreams are broken.
They are very much shattered.
Yeah.
Well, on that cheerful note,
I once looked at soaring planes, and now I'm in the co-op having a cigarette. I'm buying fags in the Asda. I'm joking.
I want to end on that image. That's fantastic.
No, I don't. No, I was totally joking.
Thank you, listener, for joining us through season 1, and we'll see you soon for the.
That's got to be. I'm going to have to re-record some of that.
What? No, why?
I don't smoke, so it was literally a joke.
It was okay. You've made it clear. Matthew is so upset right now.
I've just lost it.
You've lost it. This whole episode has gone down.
Turn me off.
We'll just go. All right, guys. We'll see you in a few weeks for Christmas episode. Bye.